All right, so while we're waiting for Cat BF before we start the film, I'm gonna review a couple food things here that I tried these for the first time. I think there's like one left. Cat BF has been munching on these. Caramel coconut flavor Oreo. And I mean, I will buy anything with the word coconut on it. And I think there literally is one left. My god, I got lucky. Oh, there's two left. I'll save one for Cat BF. Okay. It's not my first time trying them, but I'm reviewing anyway because I wasn't able to share them on the first time I tried them. I've been very busy house hunting and everything. I would say it's probably my favorite Oreo. It tastes kind of like the caramel coconut. I definitely taste the coconut, but it kind of tastes like coffee. It's almost like coffee. It's more like coffee than it's like caramel, and I like it. Okay, now I can taste the caramel, like kind of moving it around my mouth, but we don't have a new house, but we're house hunting. So we're gonna save the last one for Cat BF. I need to wake up. I impulse, but this kahlua nitro cold brew ready to drink, made with rum and coffee liqueur. Rum also, that's really interesting. 80 calories, cold brew. Cold brew is usually like super fucking caffeinated. I think that, ooh, smooth nitro foam. Nitro foam, which means I should probably pour it into a cup. And I just so happen to have one that I can use. Actually, I think I have a cleaner one. Hold on. Half a second. There we go. We've got... If it says nitro on it, I think usually they want you to like pour it in. Pour it in. You hear that sound? That smells good, actually. Holy shit. Ooh. Starting the day correctly. And also I slept in quite a lot. That's really good. So they actually have, this is 4.5 alcohol, 4.5%, 200 milliliters. And I'm reminded of the Guinness Nitro Cold Brew, which tastes really good and I love, and it's like a Guinness coffee thing in a regular Guinness can. But as far as I know, at least for the ones in Canada, I don't know if this is different in the United States, it has coffee cold brew flavor and like a little bit of the tiniest amount of caffeine imaginable. Whereas this is like an actual cold brew coffee. This is like an actual coffee in a can with some booze. Let's see. Does it say how much caffeine is in here? See, this is what's weird about the United States is I don't know if they have to say how much caffeine is in here. Because it literally says on the can 100% Arabica cold brew coffee. How do I say that? Arabica? Arabica. I don't have autofocus, so someone's going to have to zoom in on that one. I'm sorry. Watch it on a big screen. I'll figure this shit out on a different day. But it is helping me wake up, and it does taste pretty good. The Oreo cookies, I would give the Oreos. Those are like an 8 out of 10 Oreo. I haven't had every flavor of Oreo. Most of them look kind of unappealing, but damn, that's an 8 out of 10 Oreo. The coffee, I wish it tasted more like Kahlua. I get that they put rum in it to make it more of like a cocktail because you don't just want coffee liqueur and coffee and that's it, I guess. I would rather them have like Kahlua and Bailey's with cold brew coffee. Yeah, I don't see anywhere where it says the caffeine content, so I have no idea. But it feels like it's waking me up. So there's at the very least there's a placebo effect. Rapid fire reviews. Maybe that's what we should title this video. We have a new person helping with the food channel. It's my friend Joe. So Joe, if you're watching this, perhaps rapid fire reviews could be in the thumbnail or title. So this is also already opened. Cat BF ate a bunch of these last night. It was his impulse item at the store. I was like, okay, why not? He said, it could be good. And I said, it's always kind of hit or miss with Doritos. They always manage to make something that looks interesting enough, like, I wonder what that tastes like. So this one's called Loaded, Late Night Loaded Taco Flavored. And, Cat BF was exactly right when he described the flavor, which is, it tastes like Taco Bell beef. Tastes like beef you would get at Taco Bell, like the same seasoning. So like one of those, like take it home yourself, fucking Americanized Mexican taco packages. A very particular kind of seasoning that does not taste bad at all. These are actually pretty good. And it kind of makes sense because Doritos clearly has some sort of partnership with Taco Bell already because they have, I think, Doritos in some of the Taco Bell items. I'm pretty sure. Like a Doritos crust or shell or something. I got something in my eye. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Frito-Lay Inc., which might be a subsidiary of PepsiCo, which would explain everything because I think that Taco Bell is owned by that. I think these are both like Pepsi related. So I guess they had the same magic ingredients for the beef seasoning, and they just imported them over onto Doritos. I don't understand why they don't put Taco Bell on the package. Although I guess I kind of understand. It's because people don't really think that highly of Taco Bell. I think the marketing for this is just fine, but who knows? They might get more people otherwise. These Doritos, fucking... The description is accurate. Reminds me of a particular taco. It tastes good. It is very flavorful. It doesn't clash with what you would want in terms of like flavor and texture. For a Dorito, that's got to be like 8 out of 10 Dorito flavor. That's up there. That's up there with the Dorito flavors. Maybe I'm shooting a bit too high. Maybe it's a 7. But I dig it. Lastly, I'm going to just show off 2 types of hummus that I'm kind of excited about. So we're going to use Garden of Eaton blue corn chips. Now, I like blue corn chips, and it's a lot easier to find good, not particularly salty blue corn chips in Canada because there's a brand called K-Pasa in BC that I really like. Every fucking chip in the US seems way overly salty. And even though these ones, Garden of Eaton, are still probably more salty than K-Pasa, at least they're not like the fucking Jesus Christ, the Tostitos, the default like I think any Tostitos you could possibly get are just like the corners of my mouth start hurting because of the salt. Like my lips. I'll have to like wash my face, you know, if I don't want my lips to dry out. So this is sriracha, carrot, hummus, lantana. Made with white beans and topped with sunflower seeds and apricots. Obviously, I looked at this yesterday and I was like, okay, well, it says carrot on it. I want hummus. I'm going to try it out. So we will give the official review here. It's definitely sriracha carrot. I definitely taste sriracha and carrot. It is a bit like sweeter than I would expect. Although sriracha is kind of sweet as a hot sauce. I do like it. I'm not in love with it. But I am not disappointed as an impulse item at all. I will finish the sriracha carrot hummus. And lastly, we have everything seasoned hummus. So like an everything bagel, just the seasoning of everything, everywhere all at once in hummus. And I think it's interesting that we have this as an option in the United States. A lot more options for hummus flavors in the United States. There's some that go way overboard that I didn't even try. There's some that are like bacon cheese hummus. And I'm like, what? It's not even hummus anymore. Like, what are you talking about? This is pretty much as advertised. It is everything seasoning. But the biggest problem, which is a problem with a lot of American food, way too much salt. Way too much fucking salt. There's everything. You can buy everything seasoning as its own thing. Like to season a bit. If you wanted to season your own bagel with everything seasoning or something, or season something else with it, you can get those individually in the United States. All of them have way too much fucking salt. Like, just give me the everything seasoning without the salt. You can add salt to anything. Everybody has salt. Add salt to taste. You know? You can, like, see the salt flakes in here. I don't know why you need so much salt on everything in the United States. It's really frustrating, actually. Like, they want everyone to have high blood pressure and diabetes. And there's no real good options. Unless you're, like, rich. And then you just, like, go to Whole Foods all the time or something. So, yeah. Disappointed in... Despite the insane variety of flavors for everything in the United States. So many flavors of Oreos and Doritos and Pringles and hummuses. Everything has way too much salt. You can't get it. Like, that's the one thing you can't get. Is just things without way too much salt. It's the one. That's the one. You can get anything you want in the United States, just as long as it has way too much salt. I had a funny experience at the grocery store. Obviously in Georgia. I asked for kimchi I said, "Do you have any kimchi?" The guy didn't know what it was. I spelled it out for him, as in literally spelled it. He checked on his inventory app. It said that they had 12 of them in the inventory, but that it was marked as being in the meat section, which kimchi is not meat. And I looked at the picture on the inventory thing on his phone, because I guess everybody just has like phones for these things now, smartphones in retail. And there was a picture of it, and it was exactly what I wanted. It wasn't kimchi flavored beef. It wasn't kimchi meat. It was just actual kimchi. So like spicy cabbage, fermented cabbage, basically. And it said they had 12 of them in stock, and he went and he found a manager, and he didn't know where it was either. And I looked around the store, and nobody could find it. And it was kind of funny and crazy that nobody could, not only could nobody find it, but nobody really knew what section it was supposed to be in or could be in. And it was incorrectly labeled as meat. And there was only one kind of kimchi there as well. Whereas in Vancouver, you go to any store, you're going to find like multiple kinds of kimchi because it's Vancouver. I love kimchi, and I just wanted to put some on a sandwich because it's actually a really good thing to put on sandwiches. Anyway, I guess to wrap up, this is a decent 6 out of 10. Not a bad impulse item. Everything seasoned. Hummus, I'm feeling like a 5 on it right now. It's as advertised. It's fine. I'll put it on some sandwiches. I'll finish it. I'll use it as a dip, but too salty. Too salty, and especially if I don't have an adequate corn chip to bead low salt, then it's kind of frustrating. So yeah, Joe, if I forget to tell you this later, just put the Oreos and Doritos, whatever you can fit in the title that you think people will click on the most, and then also the thumbnail. So you don't have to include every single item in the title and thumbnail, since this is a big rapid fire review video. You can't fit everything. Like no one's gonna click on Lantana Sriracha Carrot Hummus review. Maybe, actually, I don't know. But Doritos, Nitro, Cold Brew, Kahlua, and Oreo are like the top things. Isn't it? You know what's kind of sad and crazy is the most successful food review channels are all just reviewing like McDonald's and like KFC items. Like nobody cares about reviews for things that like are unfamiliar to them. It's all just like crazy, dumb American fast food. Like everybody's just like, oh, I want to know more about that. My most viewed video on the this channel is the KFC Beyond Nuggets. I think there's a lot of people who are interested in very popular brand name vegan substitutes because they know they will never eat them themselves and they just want to hear someone else talk about them. Maybe I'll eat more of those. Those Beyond Nuggies at KFC were legitimately disgusting. But anyway, I will record more food reviews and stuff and blah, 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 blah. Thank you so much. I will upload this now. Thank you.